This is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark movies.
Hey, it's Panda, and I like Hallmark movies.
I'm Dan, and I despise Hallmark movies, and this is the Deck
the
the Hallmark
Podcast.
podcast.
Wowie, 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 boys.
That intro really popped.
It really did
man.
pop. It popped a little bit more.
I feel like you're really on your game today. As a
Yeah,
producer.
you're very focused today.
You know what's nice?
I have the tiger.
Like sometimes as a producer, I feel like you drop the ball, but today
I
feel
produce.
like
Well, here's the thing. I
you've
produce.
really lasered in.
I produce better in Nashville than I do anywhere else.
Wow, and we're in Nashville.
We're
right
in
now.
Nashville right now, just hanging out.
Hanging out.
with some friends.
That's right.
Big thanks to Annie F. Downs for letting us use the studio.
Studio,
today. It's
yeah,
very
it looks
nice.
very
Wow.
nice.
They got the things
The
around
things, yeah.
things to make it sound good.
Yeah.
Well, they also have a diffuser. I want to go back to this because we were
Yeah.
talking about it in pre-show.
Are you a big Are you a diffuse
I
boy?
do not have one, but I think I want to get on this train.
I think it's an MLM.
Well,
I think
yeah,
the
it
diffusers
is.
are full MLM.
But
no, not
here's-
diffuser. A diffuser. There's not multiple. Well, I
Do
mean,
you know what MLM means?
yes, I do. It's not, but the
not
diffuser
multiple
entity
levels of-
themselves are not. There's not like one guy who's just like, "Would
If
you like a
you're- if you're
diffuser?" It's
sni-
the oils.
If you're sniffing that lavender oil, you're at the bottom of the pyramid.
But look,
brother. I'm just here to tell you.
the
so the big dogs
diffuser-
are at the top.
The big
selling
dogs
the
are just like
diffuser.
laughing. They wake up laughing.
The
laughing.
diffuser
It
even
doesn't
is a
do anything.
pyramid, though. Look at that.
It is. See? You see?
But
I'm not
here's the thing.
lying.
But it can be a MLM and be delightful at the same time.
Yeah, look at Amway.
Look at my pants. Lululemon.
Yeah.
Lululemon
I
is
wear
an
it
MLM.
Isn't it? Was that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Lululemon was a pyramid scheme?
Wait, no,
No way.
no. LuLaRoe.
Lulu Row.
Yeah.
Lululemon's
wouldn't
all
be
right.
caught
They,
dead.
they would never.
No.
They would never.
No. They passed along that quality to the consumer.
Yeah,
They
that's
would
exactly
never.
right. 100%.
Use that promo code DECK.
I don't think it'll work, but you never know.
Yeah, if you're trying to buy $150 stretch yoga pants and you use DECK at checkout, you're still going to pay a full $150. There's no way around that.
I want to know if anybody has ever put in a promo code just to try it on some website and it worked.
Are
like
we
sometimes.
on podcasts where we just do observational humor? Because that's what I feel like right now.
Nah, have you guys ever just tried 50 off and just see what happens?
You know what promo code does work?
What's
it's
that?
the one we give to the double deckers to sign up for Bramble Fest.
That's right, it does.
Yeah, you actually save money by joining BrambleJamPlus.com.
That's right. You join it, you spend a little bit of money to
You
save a lot of
money and come see us live with Andrew Walker, Nikki DeLoach.
That's
and all
right.
the-
Greenville,
all the-
South Carolina. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
Greenville.
Greenville.
I'm not a good producer in Greenville.
No.
But I am happy to go.
Like our levels have already changed like 3 times since we started.
Yeah.
That's how good you are today.
That's how good I am. I'm not
And
even
it's
doing
hands-free.
anything. Hands
It's
free.
unbelievable.
Look at this. I'll take a sip of my coffee and it'll change when I come back. Hello.
Man,
Oh,
I couldn't
man.
even. It's
That was
unbelievable.
amazing.
Seamless.
Amazing.
Crisp. Man.
Amazing.
And Tracy didn't join us in Nashville.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Tracy, you seem to be better as well, which is wild.
I'm not in Nashville.
You're on delay.
Yes.
But not right now.
Correct. You good?
We're good,
You guys
man.
need anything?
Don't need a
We're
thing,
great.
Trace. You do you. Almost threw like a buckaroo
Okay.
in here or something.
Are you guys talking about hidden gems?
Are we?
Are we?
Yeah, let's do
Hey,
it, man.
This is a Summerfest movie.
This
Dude,
is the
3
first.
Christmas in July films. You're ready. It's messing with our Christmas in July schedule.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
plans, but now we throw out the. I will throw my plans out the window for you. Good. Box water's not your friend.
I just went in hard.
He's
for
like,
the
I
box
think
water.
this is a milk.
Just spilled it all over myself.
water.
When I lived in Maine for a few years, they gave us at lunch. They gave us milk in bags.
That's a Canada thing,
Canadian
right?
thing.
Maine's essentially.
Maine's pretty much Canada.
Maine's
South,
a real
right?
mystery,
Yeah.
depending on where you are.
Maine's a mystery.
Maine's a mystery. Hidden Gems originally aired on June 4th, 2022.
It's a Hallmark sequel to Uncut Gems.
Yes,
Adam
exactly.
Sandler's in here. It's like 200
I will
F-bombs.
say-
Everybody was taken aback completely, right?
It's a little more upbeat. This
yeah, a
one.
little bit more upbeat. A little bit more upbeat.
More water.
More
a lot of water.
like paddleboard yoga.
Yep.
Less gambling.
Yes.
yeah.
Disappointing.
A lot. Yeah.
It went a little something like this. The movie kicks off with a little girl hanging out with her grandma on the beach talking about magic. The Orlando magic? No,
Nah.
disappointed. Her grandma is showing her a massive gold and pearl engagement ring that she's had for a while. And the girl asks if she can try it on. Her grandma says, "No, get lost, kid." I kid. She does get it, and it cuts to modern day, and her name is Addie. She's an adult now, little girl turned adult. That's how age and time works. And she has that grandma's ring. I'm guessing grandma has passed.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah. Thanks, Panda. Panda, always subtle. So she's
dead.
She did. She's helping plan her sister's wedding, and she's picking up the rings, not the pearl ring, the rings for the wedding. And the ring guy wants to check out the grandma rings just to appraise it. And she says, "Don't you dare touch that ring." Her sister makes her a partner in her company, and I don't know. She seems
over it.
She's not excited by this. Why is that, you ask? We'll find out. The wedding is going to be in Hawaii on location for Summerfest nights. They get there, and she goes paddleboard yogaing, and with some of the wedding party, they're out there stretching, doing things, and she falls into the water. The ring pops right off, goes to the bottom of the ocean. When she realizes it after coming upon the shore, she freaks out. The resort says that there's a diving instructor that might be able to help, but he's off today. So she does a little bribey, goes to find him on his off day. His name is Jack. He jumps on a boat just to get away from her, but she jumps after him, and they're, talking, and she's like, "You will help me." So, okay. Apparently, Addie studied at one point marine biology, and it's going to come in a ton in this movie.
As it does.
As it does in any conversation, really.
She bumps into the head of whales, as far as I can gather.
Hi, head of whales. Nice to meet you.
Fangirls over the head of whales.
Is the head of whales like the Prince of Wales at all, or different?
No, very different.
Okay,
head of whales, you don't mess with them.
You don't.
And the head of whales is like, "You should come and talk to me later." So she will. But it's the next day. She's convinced. She convinces Jack. Is that his name? Yep. Jack to help her, to let her jump in because she's dove in before. And so she's like, "See, I've got a card. It says I can do this." So he's like,
I can do
it. So they dive. They're diving in. They're going deep.
In over their head?
They want to be.
Yeah. Caught in the rush.
Lost in the flow.
And over my head.
Want to go.
The river's deep.
River's wide.
River's water's alive.
Sink or swim.
I'm diving in. And they do, and they find a ring.
Ooh.
The ring? No. Just very, very similar.
Is it the Christmas ring?
No, it's not. That is still, I think they're still looking for that to this day. So that's unfortunate. He gets out. He shows her the ring, though, and it, looks like they're holding, like they're getting engaged.
They're getting proposed to.
And everyone's like, "Yay!" And they're like, "No, it's not that. It's not that." So she goes to find him one night, and they go out on the boat, and they end up kissing. This is after some conversations. It's not as quick, but whatever.
It's night on a boat, though, Brand. Did there need to be conversation?
No, it's a night on a boat.
So.
It's a night on a boat. It's wedding day, not them, the sister. And he goes for another dive, but no dice. He comes to the wedding. They slow dance at the reception, and
what a slow dance it is.
He gets a phone just so that they can stay in contact. Things are heating up. We see this guy find the ring on the beach.
He's a
tides.
beachcomber.
He's a beachcomber, tides and whatnot. The next day, they all leave. The wedding party leaves. The guy brings the ring to Jack and the head of, not Wales, the head of the hotel, and it's like, "I got this ring appraised, so if you want it, you have to pay me this." He slides a piece of paper. We don't know. How this amount of money. And Jack's like, "No problem. You got it, dude." So he goes, he gets a wad of money out of his locker and hands them the money. And so he has the ring now. The girl, Addie, is like, the girl, Addie, is like, "Man, I don't want to help my sister run a company that I now own part of. That sounds dumb. I want to stay here and hang out with the head of whales." So she jumps off of the bus into the head of whales office and is like, "I want to stay here for the summer and do a summer intern program." And the head of whales is like,
"You're hired.
You're hired, 100%. She goes to find Jack, jumps on his boat. Jack shows her the ring. not as big of a response as I was hoping for out of Finding the Ring, but she's happy. And they kiss goodies, and that, my friends, was
Hidden Gems. We did
Wow.
it.
We did do it. Hey, I think we should take a quick break and be right back here on
Deck
Deck
the
the
Like the Hallmark. Is that a youth thing? What happened there?
just a time limit that I can avoid every day.
Yeah,
So
I have the same thing. It just reminds me.
It just
that,
reminds me that I've
That
spent
you
too much
shouldn't
time.
use your time on social media?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like
You
a
guys are
reminder,
weird.
and then I go buy it, and then I just keep going.
yeah.
That's-
I've
that is
passed my limit
just
all the time.
patently absurd.
Why is it patently absurd?
Just put your phone down or use it. Like, what's so hard
yeah,
about
it's,
that?
no, it's just a reminder. Hey,
It's
you
just a
spent
reminder you're
X
using
amount
a
of
lot
time.
of time.
Because what happened is I went in and I saw how much time I was spending on social media.
You're
each
like,
day.
wow, I got to
When
fix
I
this
stopped
by
listening to-
continuing to do it, just putting up a reminder.
When I stopped listening to Lily say, "Hey, Dad, can you play with me?"
Yeah.
and so
I mean, after
needed
your
a
fifth or sixth time
reminder.
your kid says something, you just tune it out,
Yeah,
right?
well, I mean,
Yeah.
she would say, "Hey, can I have some food?" I was like,
Food. I mean, fend for yourself. You're
We're
almost
back,
4.
everybody.
Oh
Welcome
no,
to Deck
we're
the
on.
Hallmark.
We're on.
We're talking hidden gems, and we'll find out if this movie was
A hidden gem.
"Oh."
Let's start with you, Panda. Panda, what'd you think about this movie?
Listen, I had low expectations coming into this one, Brand. I think this was.
We all did.
We all did.
We said it was a real turd bucket waiting to happen.
Yeah, and I
We
got
one firework, did I believe? You 0 fire.
I zero firework.
I think
You
yeah,
half a fire.
I have firework.
fire-
I
That's on me.
fireworked.
That's on me.
Okay.
That's on me. This movie is delightful. I really like this movie a lot. It was on location, beautiful scenery. The plot was, maybe not the most interesting thing in the entire world with a wedding planning and trying to find a ring, but I thought the leads had some good chemistry. I enjoyed it. Like, guys, I hate to admit it, I enjoyed it. There's a bad guy who gets away in this movie. Like,
Yeah, straight up gets away.
I don't know what
With money.
With money.
with just a stack of cash.
Listen, and is it preposterous on so many levels? Yes. Is there a lot of wait whats? Sure. But did I enjoy this movie for a summer movie? Yes. This is what summer's all about. Give me those good summer feels all day, every day, please.
You landed the plane so nicely there.
Thanks. I'm really proud of it.
So there are elements of this that work, and elements of this that don't work. There's a lot of diving, but not as much as I feel like there should be.
Correct.
There's a lot of marine biology, but not as much as I feel like there should be. There's a lot of people getting to know each other and ending up liking each other, but also not as much as I feel like they should be. They get to kissy, I'm staying here.
Halfway through.
Really?
Not I'm staying here. I'm
No,
staying here
right.
at the very end.
But kissy fun times
pretty quick.
pretty quickly.
And I did see Kissy Fun
after-
Times live, and
I
they
bel-
were fantastic.
They were great.
Oh my gosh.
After what I believe is
Next
like
level.
the
so good.
the
What are you
second
trying to do here?
I'm just trying.
You didn't see Kissy
I
Fun
didn't,
Times
and
live?
I don't want to keep harping on.
Dude, it was
I
at the
missed
main
show.
stage at Corncob Fest.
See, I
You
was
weren't
on
at the main
I was
stage.
on the C stage.
You were on the C stage like a moron. Dude,
We told you. We warned you.
Comeuppance wasn't bad though.
Comeuppance was bad.
You didn't see it. You were at
That's
Kissy.
I heard though. Flamethrower didn't even work.
It didn't work.
Didn't
it was
even
too
work.
hot.
It didn't even work.
Too hot. Festivals are hard.
They got their comeuppance.
You never know the. They have like 2 conversations and then this like kiss zone, and so which is fine. Listen, if that's the way you want to live your life, that's fine. I think for me, there was just not a lot for me to grab onto, but I did think the 2 leads were wonderful, and by the end, I did like them together. I just think I would have liked less diving.
But you said there should have been more of it.
I know.
You can't-
I
no.
think the only way to do this movie right is to do 2+. 2+ hours
Yeah.
is the only way to do this movie right.
A lot left on the cutting room floor
Yeah,
here.
it was just a fine for me. I think there was just a little bit too much and not enough of those things.
The only thing I can figure is that we're meant to care about the movie as much as they care about actually finding the ring, which is not much. And as a breezy, lighthearted summer movie, this is a disaster. Like, it's really, really bad. It barely makes sense. They don't bother to explain the parts of the movie that are important, and then they over-explain the parts of the movie that nobody cares about. I would like to see more of the 2 leads because I feel like this is the first time we've seen either one of them. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Yeah.
First movie, Snowbride? Maybe.
No, I do think both of these are new to
Newbies.
the basket.
New to the
Hallmark
basket.
basket.
They're new basket boys and girls. So yeah, those two are fine. The rest of this movie can kick rocks. Absolutely not. No, I'm happy to say it's over, and I'm happy to say I'll never watch it again. Thanks. Cheers.
No, did you have feels though, guys? Let's talk about them.
I did have a feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Panda.
Oh, I thought that the smooch on the boat.
Yeah, smooch
I
on
mean,
the boat.
the smooch on that was a
Steamy,
kiss
man.
there.
That was a kiss
Yeah.
on a
It was
boat.
TVG plus.
Oh my
for
gosh,
sure.
that was that's really something. Man, it was gorgeous scenery. I want to stay at that hotel. That was nice.
Yeah.
I thought the balconies were a little small.
Okay. Well, I'll pass it along to the
You cannot
Leave a
fit-
Google review. 4.5 stars.
So I've only visited via the movie Hidden Gems, but let me tell you my thoughts.
the balconies
You
were.
can't fit a chair out there. Like if I want to go and look out at the scenery, there's not enough room. My kneecaps are directly in the bars at that point.
Mind you, I'm just eyeballing it, but you,
But
can't
can
fit
tell.
a chair out
You
there.
can tell.
In a world where everything is bigger on camera, the balconies fell short.
Yeah.
Write that verbatim.
Signed.
Yours truly.
Panda.
So was that it for you?
Yeah.
So you know what? This movie made me want to, once again, every time I see it, I want to get into this world of metal detecting. I
Stop it.
would likely, but listen, think about this,
I
Dave.
love
Think
it.
about this, dude. You throw on some headphones, you listen to a podcast, deck the Hallmark if that's your vibe.
TechTheHallmark.com.
And
We're selling people that are already listening.
Yes,
but
yeah,
that's fine.
Detect the Hallmark podcast you never heard before. And you're walking on the beach or the park or the what have you, just detecting.
Oh my gosh.
And there might be
Could you
metal.
get into, because they were also doing underwater metal detecting.
See,
Could you
that's-
get
That's
into
where
that?
I'm
Because
out
of-
because
You're
you're
out
underwater.
there.
That's a lot of pressure.
The lack of swimming.
Literal pressure, yes.
Well, there's that, but then also as I would get too into it, and then I'd forget that I need to breathe.
you have no oxygen.
and I have no oxygen.
Yeah, I can't.
You could
That'd be
set a
dangerous.
reminder like the Instagram. Would you just swipe that away as well?
Swipe
I
it
probably would
You're
because
low
I'd
on
be so
oxygen.
into the
Get
metal
outta here.
detecting.
That's
This
exactly
seems like
right.
a lot of fun.
See,
to
I'd
me.
be more likely to do it underwater, I feel like. Because that's some real hidden
Yeah.
gem stuff there.
That's true.
Like on
but
the-
tides.
You could find a doubloon. Doubloon?
Doubloon. You're going to get there, buddy.
doubloon.
I would pay money to just put you in a visor and earphones and a metal detector and some flops and see you just walk on the sand.
I would love.
That sounds like my ideal day. I don't know.
does
like,
not.
It sounds
You're
awesome.
just cooking. You got like white just right here like a batter does in the batter box.
That's a good vlog idea. We go to the
Ooh,
beach. We
man.
each get 60 minutes. Let's see what gems we find.
Ooh, I love it. That sounds awful. If we find
What?
nothing, if we find something, then it kills.
Yeah, but that's the thrill of the hunt, pal.
I had feels, Bran. Thanks for asking.
I wasn't done yet.
Yeah, you are now. No, would you? Are you? Do
No,
you
it's fine. Go on.
uh,
The guy doing it gave
I
me
want to take you
feels.
back to 1996. I was in a young 8th grader in a theater watching a film that is a minted classic, and that film is called Independence Day.
Oh, so good.
In
remember the
Independence
day.
Day, Captain Hiller, played by one Will Smith. I know, doesn't carry
Keep
quite
his
the
name
weight.
out.
For sure. His partner in the film, his goose to his maverick, if you will, is Harry Connick Jr. because duh.
Right.
Why not? And early in the movie, Harry Connick Jr. is somehow, he sees something fall out of Captain Hiller's locker and he bends down and he picks up a dolphin ring. And he looks up at Captain Hiller and he goes, "This is a wedding ring." And the guys passing by think that he's proposing to Will Smith. Big laughs for me in the movie.
Classic.
Funny.
And since that point, I have always loved a good misunderstanding proposal when it's done well. This movie doesn't do much well, but it does do the misunderstanding proposal well. A lot of fun. And I think they could have actually pushed it and got more laughs out of it. But I got a chuckle out of it. I even said while we were watching it that was great.
You
so
did
feels
well.
for me.
I can confirm you
Can
did
at-
say that.
can attest.
You usually lie, but this time you told you. Hey, let's take one more quick break. We'll come back with the wait, what, and the what, the
I
Hallmark.
love it.
Right here on Deck
Deck
the
the
Hallmark.
Hallmark. Doc.
Hi, everybody. Welcome home. It's Bran here with my friends.
Coming home.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel great.
Okay.
You were
I'm-
talking a mile a minute.
You are going so fast.
I'm better.
We
I'm
have
better
nowhere
in
to be and all
Nashville.
day to get there.
I'm better in Nashville.
You are more
boys.
locked in for sure.
You are definitely
It's
in
the
the
double
zone.
fisting the coffee.
Coffee, Diet Coke, call it a day.
But the fact that you didn't want to talk about Kissy Kissy Fun Times Live did.
I think it is. It's which is weird because you have the shirt,
You have a Kissy Kissy Fun Times shirt from their first tour.
And you're always talking about the EPs.
You are like the deep cuts.
Yeah.
And then we want to talk
The
about
EPs
it, and you're
are
like,
better. You guys always want to go to the critically acclaimed LP, and I say, get out of here with your LP. Give me the EPs all day long.
The EPs?
And the reason why I didn't go to the show is because
GP, are you with me?
They were only playing the LP hits.
yeah,
So that's why I chose to see Comeuppance.
fair. You knew ahead of time. You got a set list ahead of time.
I didn't get a set list. Everyone knew it at that time.
All right.
Let's talk about, what's Panda?
Is your dad okay?
No.
Like, I want to check in on this guy.
Well, he is weird.
He is next level strange. He starts off by just doing they're in the car. Very first thing, he's like, "Are we there yet?"
Yeah.
He's trying to distract her.
Classic.
But what are
Classic.
you?
No,
what is he saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's just saying
I
words.
thought he was an extra for long portions of the
Yeah.
film as well.
He's so weird. But that's my what the Hallmark. We'll get to that. The guy's also, man, he is a wizard with that camera.
He
That
is.
camera is next level. He takes a picture.
The zoom on that camera.
The zoom on that camera is next level. He is a mile out?
He's a mile out, and he's got pictures as close as you and I sitting right here.
Is unreal.
I mean, maybe he's a criminal. Maybe he's like Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler. Maybe
I
that's
have-
his problem.
I have some thoughts.
Oh, you're
don't
saving
worry.
it. All right, I won't take it.
Why was her fiance, her
Wait for it.
fiance in the room for the dress fitting anyway? Like, he has his blind.
I think he
on.
works
I
there.
think he works there, and she chose.
But
to
why?
have the dress.
But he can leave the room.
He could, but it's open. It's Google.
It's more fun for us. It's to see. Yeah, he's on his scooter.
Yeah, he's on a
Just
scooter,
scooting
going around with
Yeah.
ball pits.
Is making somebody a partner in your company a good wedding gift? I would suggest it's not. That
Yeah.
is a bold move without talking to somebody beforehand.
Just give him a flask.
My problem on that was you can't just do that.
Right.
Like, if I have a company that, let's say it's sinking, let's say it's the
Yeah.
Titanic, and I'm like, you know what, this thing's about to go belly up. Panda,
Yeah.
buddy, how about 50%? There's nothing, you can't turn it down. I've already given it to you.
Yep.
And so now you have 50% of all the losses of this company when it tanks. There's a reason that lawyers are involved with this stuff.
Yep.
You can't just give somebody a company without their permission. That's not how that works.
It is wild.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You just say no and you move along.
No, when it's
Paperwork's
when it's
already done.
family, it's different.
When
It
you're
is
here, your family.
Yep.
Family is everything. Family.
What was that?
Look at me.
That was
Family.
That's who I
The
was going for.
movies.
Hidden gem.
Hidden gems. Big cameras.
Metal detectors. Go ahead.
Family.
My last one is, and I just want to. I've thought about this one probably more than I should, but she's a dive master.
Dive master.
As Brand says, she
does
can
dive.
She can doofin.
She can doofin.
She doofin.
She waits. I want to just get this straight. Over 24 hours to go dive when you are a diving master to find her ring.
Just listen.
What?
There is so much there. We could. It'd be a full TED talk on all the missteps on her actually. If she actually cared about this ring,
Yeah, right.
she would not.
Why would
have
she
done
not just go
anything
like,
she
you,
did?
You know where paddleboarding was. You were there.
You know exactly
she,
where it
She
was.
gets to land, shore, if you will.
Land shore. Yeah.
And
She doofing.
She notices. She should have doofined right out there.
Yep. Right away.
Right when
She
you
should've
realize
doofened.
that you
She
She's
should.
a doofin master.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want.
I'm saying.
I just.
You're with me.
I get it, man.
She doofing.
She doofin.
I did have why is she having her wedding dress fitted at the office? It seems like who wants that? Who wants? I mean, I know we love each other, right? But like doing it at the office
Would be weird.
would be weird. It's a weird bit, no?
Yeah.
But isn't she a clothes person?
Yeah,
She
is
makes
a clothes
clothes.
person.
Yeah,
What's the
yeah.
name of the
So she
company?
designed her own dress.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
she designed
Watson.
her dress.
Yeah,
Watson.
It's a dumb name. Are you there, Watson?
Are you there?
Here's looking at you,
Luke-
kid. What is the name of it?
Watson and Co.
Watson and Co. The game's afoot. It's
Ga-
something with Watson.
It's Look Up Watson.
It's not Look Up
It's
Watson.
not Look Up Watson.
It's like a thing from the Watson.
Yeah, check it out, Watson.
Check it out,
Check it out,
Watson.
Watson.
That's right. So I know this. The whole bit here is that the guy doesn't own a cell phone, which
It's a
good.
bit.
Good
yeah.
for you. He doesn't have to put reminders to get off social media. But he claims he doesn't even know how to
Turn a phone off. Yeah, that's bold.
I feel like that's kind of like tech today is like you give it to a kid and the kid can figure it out.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a time travel movie you're talking about. If
that's-
you don't know how to turn a phone off,
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for you to be in your 20s or your 30s, which I don't know. This guy is an age, and not know how to turn off a cell phone, even if you don't own a cell phone, right?
We all know the power button.
Yeah.
it's the button.
Yeah.
That would be where you start. Yeah,
It's got the circle line.
Even if you don't know the power button, you take one of 3 guesses and you'll hit it.
So if I press the power button once, the screen goes black. What happens if I hold this boy down for longer? I feel like that would be the general.
You
He's a
could
grown
get
man.
into a real double click situation, though.
Yeah,
Well, once you double click, you open up the wallet.
there's a whole thing.
Really? That's how I get to my wallet?
Yeah, but
Man, you're learning things every
Time
day.
out.
double click, real quick. Zingo Zango, tech with brand.
Holy cow.
So maybe it is
that would
possible.
save me so much time.
You know what? Maybe
That's
it is
awesome.
possible.
Over the course of a year, what's it saving you?
Well, I mean, it will have helped me today because
Today.
I had to go into
We
my
were on a
search
plane
bar
this
today
morning,
to
yeah.
type in wallet.
That's
I did
right.
it multiple
Oh,
times.
if you're going that far, then yes, it would save you a
Yeah,
ton
no,
of time.
this is great.
You know what? I take it back. Maybe he doesn't know how to turn his phone off. It's possible.
He doofing.
He doofing. He says this line when they're doofing. We can be as strategic as you want down there.
Yep. Yeah, maybe.
But we only find it if the ocean wants us to find it.
Nice. Nailed it, buddy.
I don't think it's true. It's
not how that works.
I think there is strategy that can help. Like, going by where the paddle boats were, staying in that general vicinity.
But water moves.
Water does move.
Water has
Which-
memory. I learned that in Frozen 2.
That's
Not much
exactly-
else in Frozen 2 makes sense. But water has memory. That's why
Which-
Olaf is a thing you can recreate over and over again.
That's exactly right. My last one is it's a continuation upon the last one, Duvin. This guy never thought to walk up and down the shoreline.
Never. Not
He's
once.
talking about tides left and right, and he's only like, it's only ocean for me.
Light work.
Nothing else. That it seems like bad. He should know better. Dan?
So speaking of him being terrible at finding this ring, he says after 2 days of kind of really not searching that there's not much more ground to cover.
Covered the ocean.
Cover the ocean.
I don't know if you know this. The ocean is the big blue wet thing. There is a lot of ground to cover. Period. End of discussion. I know, listen, lady, I know you don't want to get, you know how much the ring costs. I get it. It doesn't matter. If it's worth $1 trillion, it's your ring. It'll always be your ring. The reason you still would like to get that ring appraised is for insurance purposes.
For a situation like
The one you're in right now. Like when the appraiser's like, I'll appraise this for you. And she's like, no, don't you dare appraise this ring. Lady, you don't have to look at the number. Just get them to appraise it, and that way you'll have something. But it doesn't matter because my theory is you don't even like this ring to begin with. Based upon your complete and utter lack of effort in trying to find it, I can only assume you don't like this ring.
What are your thoughts on the ring?
it's a
Yeah,
Thought it was ugly.
it's one to rule them all.
Wow.
I know, it's that good.
wait.
No, she's a master diver, doesn't
Right.
immediately dive in the
Right.
water, waits 24 hours. Then, here are all the things they do instead of dive for the ring. They go recreational diving on a date in a closed pool where the ring will not be there.
Well, you don't know. Filters
Doofuses.
and
Yeah,
whatnot.
filters. The tide and the
It brings
filters.
it in right through that.
They go on a night sail.
Well, you can't dive at night.
No, you couldn't. Wedding planning. They do a lot of wedding planning
Well,
in this
that is
movie.
she is the maid of honor.
They literally spend maybe a few hours diving for this ring.
You only do 2 hours out a day because he's got lessons.
He has lessons. She's a freaking
She doesn't
master
know the
diver.
But she
water.
doesn't
She doesn't
know
know
the
the
reef.
water.
That's
Yeah.
what she
and
said.
the
She
other
doesn't
thing
know
is
the
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 reef is a
ocean.
sneaky-
The ocean would the sneaky bee. The ocean would find it if they wanted them to.
That's
find
exactly
it.
right.
For sure.
Which does make a good argument that the ocean wanted the beard guy to have
Yeah.
it and keep it.
Yeah, clearly.
So-
Beachcomber
Beachcomber.
extraordinaire.
.com.
They go to a place where he says, "I've had all of it. I've had all the pulled pork on the island. This is the best pulled pork on the island." And they get a plate of it, and she says this line: "If this is the best pulled pork, then it's got to be the best mac salad, right?"
Yeah.
That is not how food works. If you go to a place with the best pizza and they also make a cannoli, it does not make that the best cannoli by osmosis. That's not how that works. You can have really good things and really terrible things.
I have a question for you about this scene, real quick.
I'll allow
Yeah.
it.
Did they order the same thing?
No, they didn't.
Because that was
She
my
has the
follow-up
pork.
question.
He has the pork. She doesn't
She
order the
goes
pork.
in for his pulled pork, and I was like, why would you do that if you both got the pulled? But he's talking up
She's
the
like,
pulled pork.
best pulled pork. Then this mac salad's got to be like, if I brought you somewhere and I was like, best cheeseburgers, and you were like, Cobb salad, please, one of those. What?
Yeah, no.
Just buy the distributive property. If it has one thing the best, then it has the everything the best.
Yeah.
That's one of the dumbest lines I've heard.
You're picking it up. You get it.
Yeah, I understand how it works now. Look, I've got other What the Hallmark, so I do have to ask this now. The lady that runs this resort, what are they doing to this poor woman?
Oh, I have down. I don't think she's real.
She could be a
she's
ghost.
robot.
She runs the
ghost.
resort. She gives the tours. She officiates the wedding receptions. And wait for it, she plays piano in the lobby.
Yeah. I think I
She's
think,
like, man, it's been a 12-hour day of giving tours and running this bad boy. How about a little Billy Joel?
Yeah.
Let me tickle the ivories real quick.
I think
you
they
guys
have
got any requests
multiple-
out there? I'm on hour 28. You good? I'm not good. Help me, please.
I think they have multiple versions of Lady Robot. Like
Lady Robot.
Like one for the.
She not doofing.
She's not
not
doing.
doofing.
Well, she would close circuit.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
You guys
You got
know.
it, buddy.
Yeah.
Tech and whatnot.
Man.
Wires. Can't bring it by the
Can't
water.
bring 'em. No, can't
Can't
do it.
exactly right.
You don't snag
What the
snag.
Hallmark Inspired Show we wonder what could have been. Maybe having get some clarity questions that we still have. Panda.
So I have a suspicion that her dad is actually military.
Yeah, spy or something.
Spy.
Yeah. He held his
Because
hands up like-
yeah, or I
Military.
don't.
Hey,
just
ooh,
toss it out there.
Yep.
You know, he spots that guy from a mile away with his bare eye. He's not using the camera at that point, but he
Bare eye.
With his bare eye.
Look at this eye. Just,
Is that a bear voice?
One
Yeah.
eye is his human eye. One eye, bare eye.
One
You
eye.
always
That's his
use-
secret.
That's,
Yeah,
you
that
always
is
He's
use
got
the
a bare eye.
when you're looking
Wow.
for the fall.
yeah. And that's I just wonder, is he a sniper? What's his background? What's his past?
with a bare
Because he
eye.
spot that guy. But with a bare eye, you can do
You
anything.
can absolutely do anything.
With a bare eye, you can do anything.
That would be
That's
the
fu-
one.
that's true.
Okay, if I had one thing that I had to like swap out a human part for like something else, it would be
bare eye.
bare eye.
Do bears
What-
see far
They don't.
away?
They don't.
I
They
actually
don't see
don't
any
know.
better.
I feel like you've made this up
No.
in your mind.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but based off.
But
of
of all the things you could take from a bear, you take the eyes. I would take the paws.
What
I
noise
guess
was
you would
that?
have the right to bear arms. Am I right?
It's like we set all that up at the beginning, and that makes me even more angry.
No, I have it right here.
Bear, yeah, it's
Set
it.
up-
It was
set
in
up
show
the
prep.
bear
That's true.
arms bit.
Yeah, of course. It was 20 minutes set up, but we nailed it, gang.
Got to pluck that bear eye out.
Yeah.
So I.
If it offends you,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. But you keep the arms.
You keep. That's right.
That's
the
how it
arms.
works. That's the Bible. I do want to know how much the ring's worth. Because
Yeah,
from
yeah,
what
yeah.
I gather, it's 1 wad of money amount. Because
Yeah.
that's what he gives him. He goes in there, grabs
4
a,
stacks.
grabs a
I was,
wad.
I was saying 40K is what he gave.
You think so?
That was the finder's fee. So the ring's worth millions? Like, if the finder's fee's 50K on it, ring's worth some serious cash.
Well, so what do you guys think about the? Is he bad? Is he bad for that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
no, that's dirty. He
he's-
knows that she's looking
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's just
he's
it's shady,
taking
man.
less.
The fact
He's
that he
taking,
gets away with it does make me admire him more, weirdly.
He's taking significantly less than what he could if he
Yes.
sold it to Johnny or whatever the guy's name is.
Yeah, it's one of those situations, though. I think the honorable thing to do is
Of
sit there and
course.
be like, "Hey,
It's like a return puppy.
would I like a?
you don't-
Would you like a little bit of
Yeah,
something?
oh, yeah,
Oh,
you don't have to.
bet you
Yeah,
would.
I just could,
but
you
I
could if you
will.
did
Yeah.
But he
you
was
don't
all
get
just
into
like.
sand time though, like just giving things away. You get
I mean,
into
if
sand-
that's his business, finding items and then giving them back to people. I mean, is it a little shady? Yeah, but I respect him. I mean, I respect the hustle. You gotta respect the hustle.
you gotta respect the hustle. Dan?
Yeah, 2 real quick. One is they say the best man speech mentioned an ex-girlfriend. We had to bring that up. Like, what do you do? We didn't meet the best man. I want to hear that
You don't
speech.
do that.
Yeah.
You don't bring up the ex-girl.
And then second of all, are we to understand that this guy bought a phone and is only giving his number out to one person? Because I want to know what plan that is and how that's working, because that is going to end up costing you a lot more than whatever
Track
you
phone.
just paid.
Track
But you just gave it one person.
You buy
a
a
burner.
card for $25,
you got
and you could
You got a burner. Great.
Good for him.
We did
I'm
it.
proud of him.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
It's time for the double decker of the week. Live
There's
from
nothing
Nashville.
wrong with burner phones.
Only if you make
Nothing.
it wrong. In and of
I want to be
themselves,
clear. If you're listening right now,
You go through so
we
many
are
of
not
them, which is
condemning burner phones.
You go through so many burner phones.
I do. Don't talk about
You
it.
got one just for Nashville.
I did. It was a Nashville burner.
And I am.
You said we got
I
off the
have
plane,
questions.
and
Yeah.
you said,
I actually snapped one. Just
Yeah.
to, you tell the whole
You
story.
walked off the
I
plane.
snapped one right
and you
through
handed it to the flight attendant.
the flight
which was
attendant,
weird.
and I said,
So take
"Dispose
care
of
of
flush
this."
it.
You know what to
That's
do.
right.
Wink.
And then I got the second one out.
You
That's
said
right.
wink.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
actually.
That's right. You know what to do. Wink. That's exactly right.
Double Decker of the Week, live from Nashville, which is
Yeah.
very exciting. Not
this is
everybody
big.
gets their story
Don't screw it
told.
up.
I won't.
This is for the people that have signed up for Brainwell Jam Plus at the Double Decker or All Access tier. We tell their story. They're beautiful stories that Panda does the deep dives. Dan, who do we have?
Stacy Michon.
Rico?
It's no, not a Rico. Michon. Mikan or Michon? I think it's Michon.
Well, guys, it's a good thing that Stacy's top shelf. And
What about her mom though?
She's in the QAnon.
got it going on.
You did it.
You're welcome. So here's
I feel bad for Stacy's everywhere.
Every Stacy, when
single-
Fountains
yeah.
of Wayne came out, they're like, son of a nutcracker.
It was fun at first.
The next 4 years of high school, they're just like, ugh.
miserable.
Lost cause.
It's so bad. Stacy is in the arts, I would say, and she has started something a little bit of a performance piece that I think is dynamic, and it's called Rock Sock Monkey,
Okay.
the musical.
Okay.
She goes on out dressed
She
as a
gets
sock monkey.
Sock monkey and does
No,
rock.
she's dressed full sock
She's dressed as one. Okay.
full sock monkey, and she just rocks on out there, just band everything. Now her band back there also dressed as sock monkeys, and it's a performance piece.
Easy for you to say.
What's kind of the point?
Well, I think it's I think it was a little over me. Now the audience had to dress as sock monkeys as well.
It's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
starting
was
to
very
sound like a
strange.
cult, Panda. Did she start a cult?
Well,
Rock sock monkey. Rock sock monkey.
So that's all that we can legally play. But I
Wait.
do like it.
Wow.
Legally, we can only
Yeah.
play.
Their lawyers sent a full cease and desist.
it was a weird experience for me. Disturbing at moments, but it was fine. Overall.
Stacy, congratulations
she's
on
top-notch,
that.
top
She's
shelf.
top shelf because I think
She's into the arts.
I think she's saying something
That needs to
poignant.
be said.
That needs to be said
And
for
th-
our
In
culture today.
2022, today, we need Rock Sock Monkey
More
Than
than
ever, I would say. They're also
Absolutely.
playing at Corn Cob Fest.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
C stage?
2022.
B stage? Which stage?
Oh, D stage.
D stage, yeah.
How
Well,
many
but-
stages are there?
It's 12 stages, Brad.
Yeah.
But with letters, or does it switch to
It
numbers? at some
switches to
point?
numbers.
No, it's stage L stage.
Yeah. We did it, everybody. Congratulations. We'll be back tomorrow with a really exciting episode. Me, Panda,
Nope, try
Dan,
again.
Patrick, covering a Lifetime movie because Chris Palaha's in it. And we
Buried
have
in
to.
Barstow.
We're legally obligated to cover every Christopher Palaha movie.
I'd rather be buried in Barstow than alive in Arizona.
Amen, buddy. We can't wait for it. And then Panda will be back Thursday, everybody.
Yes,
yeah,
don't
yeah.
worry.
Hold on to your
Yeah.
horses. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a
Merry Christmas!